2, 3, 4.
The world was so big, and I was so small. Your voice was always the loudest of all. Hey, we got a great show for you today. The Brad is here, so let's kick it off. Old school style.
The Brad.
Da Brat.
Da Brat. Oh, the Brat. Da Brat.
Da Brat?
Da Brat.
Oh, he's going old school, all that on you. Please welcome to the stage, Da Brat.
No, don't you remember what we said, Danny?
No.
What'd
you
you
need
say?
to give her a round of sound.
A round of sound. Oh, my God. That's right.
Why did you say that?
Because that was just what it was. Give
That
a round
was
of
the-
sound
yeah.
for Britney Spears.
Yeah, that was just the
Give a round of sound for the
term.
New
The
Radicals. Who?
new
You
Radicals.
gonna get what you get.
I love that song. Say what you will.
I mean, that was a great
Yeah.
wonder song, but they never did nothing after
Well,
that.
no.
That was the end of
What
that.
year was that?
That was like 98,
Yeah.
97,
Oh.
99.
47.
94 and 95 was the pinnacle of rock and roll.
That was my favorite shit, man.
I think that's the general consensus
That was
of
my-
the
well,
world.
no, Homer Simpson says
94
yeah.
was
Peas-
my favorite shit.
no, rock and roll peaked in 1974.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. All right, welcome to the Adventures of Danny and Mike. To my right, Mr. Danny Tamborelli.
A long way to get here.
Yes, and to his right, Mr. Michael C. Morona.
Here I am, Uncle Mo. Thank you, ma'am.
And our guest for this minisode, what a blessing. What a treat. Lori Beth Denberg's here. Hello.
I stayed from the last one.
Hey, LB, do you have any plugs for us? Do you got anything going on that you want to talk about?
See last episode.
I am
Yes.
not the best businessman.
Well, we thought maybe...
You need just new attire then.
Hey, look at that food truck. It's so big, it doesn't look like it needs our business at all.
We we thought that some of these minisodes we listen to voicemails that people send. Mike usually remembers the number like a steel trap.
You talk about 347-470-8150.
Right. So we got some of
Did
these.
you notice his eyes didn't even look up
No.
there?
Does
Not
that
only-
spell something fun?
Oh, maybe it's like a
Oh,
demonic,
we can make
satanic.
it. We can make it.
Yeah, we'll
something
change
fun.
it. We'll change it.
Well, no. The trick is to make it say something out, like refrigerator magnet poetry,
Yes.
to figure out what it
Letters.
could
Right.
spell.
Potentially, because you have 3 letters for each number, so
I challenge you to do that before your next recording.
done.
That challenge accepted.
Gauntlet thrown.
Yes. But anyway, yeah, we usually listen to some voicemails. I figured maybe you have a spin on some. Maybe we could.
I think we need a woman's perspective. I
Yeah.
think it's been entirely too male in this this
In this
voicemail
minisode,
listening
yeah.
space.
Okay.
So
I'm down.
let's let one rip.
Let's
huh?
get
You
to
wanna
it.
just jump in?
This is our life, Lori Beth.
This
Isn't
is
it
your-
fun?
I just started season 3 of The Adventures of Pete and Pete. And I want to know something, Danny Tamborelli. How could you sell the house?
How could you sell the house?
That's fair.
How could I sell the house?
How?
Very easy.
I'm pretty sure he went to
I hired a real estate agent.
purple.com or what the fuck is
And-
it called?
That's it. And they found people and they wanted to buy the house. Guess what? I got a pretty penny for that house. Okay? Who cares?
Did you get a commission as well?
But do you like how that person, Lori Beth, does it? That's not that person's real voice. They're
Well, yeah,
they're
it
adding
sounded like
adding a little pizzazz.
Oh, you think they
to
put
it.
a character
They get
on?
excited.
It did sound like a 60-year-old rural man.
But you don't have to take my word for it.
I just started watching the Adventures of Pete
Yeah.
and Pete over here. We
All right.
just started getting that.
Easy now.
This one is much longer.
Well, that was the end of it. That was all he said.
That's
I
all.
just wanted to know why.
Okay, I'll turn it up. The this one has a lot of f-bombs. Just putting it out there.
Oh, please.
For the listener, earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
This might not be suitable.
Call in and say, I grew up with Danny and Mike watching you guys on Pete and Pete. Fucking blew my mind growing up. I would have killed myself with you guys.
Jesus.
Yeah, I just found your adventures of Danny and Mike here. I don't know why the fuck you guys only have like 300-something odd subscribers. I mean, it's bullshit.
That's true.
We
Thank
agree
you.
that that's
I
bullshit.
appreciate
Spread
that.
the word here. If you can just you guys' numbers up, because that's just insane.
Thank you. Our numbers are 347-470-8150.
But, you know, I'm sure you guys will be hearing back from me.
I didn't hear too many
I mean,
F-bombs.
we can always hear back from you because you're just going to call in and leave another message.
You know what's weird?
We look
Prior
forward
to
to
this,
it.
when Mike and Danny and Jeremy were explaining the whole phone message thing, I said, "Do you ever get any that are like, I can't go on, I've got to end it?"
And you're right.
And then this guy calls up.
And threatened to.
to kill himself.
No, he doesn't
He
because
doesn't know.
of
I know.
you.
Yes.
The reason he didn't was because of Pete and Pete. That's some
something-
deep shit right
Read
there.
the room, Jeremy.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So the translation on this one is kind of there were lots of F bombs.
The transcription.
And then there was a B asterisk 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 asterisk.
Yeah, thanks to the good people
Wait,
at
B, 1, 2,
But I don't
3,
know what
4,
that
5,
is.
6.
Bastard. That's bastard.
Bitchay.
Bitches.
Bitchay.
Bitches with a B.
But I thought it was supposed to say YouTube. So,
Thanks for
But yeah,
calling.
this is
Did they identify themselves?
this
or
is
no?
why we have the phone line.
This is why we fight.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean there's some they're just all different kinds of little snippets from around the world.
Yeah,
One was
sometimes
shtick,
people.
one was real, one was dead. That one had to have been
That was
recorded
really
late
real.
at night.
Yeah, in a bucket.
Yeah.
It felt like
Oh,
late
yeah.
at
Inside
night.
a bucket.
That guy was a little bit high, I feel like, or tipsy.
Maybe a little high and tipsy.
Tipsy.
We've had people call who are calling just for me. We have people call just for Danny, and sometimes people call just for Jeremy, which is really strange. This is a person.
Sometimes.
Someone's going to acknowledge Jeremy.
Is it your mother? Call me back, finally.
This
This is
gonna
the
be
only. This is the only one you. This is the only voicemail you check regularly.
This has now become the Mr. Show pre-taped call-in show. If you want to talk to Lori Beth, please call us at 347-470-8150.
Go ahead,
And we'll
Jeremy.
let her know.
And that's true. If you,
Yeah,
I mean, we
hey,
would
look.
we would love if
We'll
you
pass-
send in some questions
yeah,
for
we'll
Lori
pass
Beth.
them
We'll pass them
along.
on and
Yeah.
get
Oh,
some
please.
answers.
We could read them out loud if they're not too annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could just Skype you on the line when we get enough of them
correct.
for you. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Because of technology.
Technology, you don't really have to be here. We prefer it if you were here because it's
I know.
great and
I
it's
like
wonderful.
seeing you guys.
It is really nice. The fact that you came in this morning and then called me early in the morning and said it was a booty call, I knew my day was going to be at 100.
Beautiful.
Yes,
they say.
yes.
Oh, you can keep it 100 all day.
I'm going to keep it 100.
Well, speaking of keeping it 100, Emily has left us a voicemail here. Let's see what she has. From
okay.
Portland, Oregon. Our beloved Portland, Oregon.
Hello, Danny, Mike, and Jeremy. This is Emily from Portland, Oregon.
It's Emily.
Longtime fan of Danny and Mike. Grew up with Pete and Pete, as many did, I assume. Jeremy, I'm
She's not wrong.
happy to say I have grown to adore you just as much as the other two.
No way.
Two questions. One being, if Pete and Pete were to grow up in television land today, what do you think those two gentlemen would grow up to be?
Question one.
Let's let Jeremy answer, and then we can answer. Let's let Lori Beth.
Let's let Lori Beth answer.
Yeah.
I want Lori Beth's fan fiction.
Absolutely.
Of what Pete and Pete could
Don't
be.
ship us. Don't ship us. Whatever you do.
I feel like, God, what a trip. Now I feel like I wish I'd watched them all before I got here.
Well, there were two people born with the same name.
They're
Different times.
They're brothers. And they both
Brothers.
have red hair.
Well, in all fairness, they weren't born with the same name. They were given the same
I
name.
like
Well,
that. She's right. She's
There
right.
was a name tag on one of us.
Okay.
That was a skin tag. Anyway,
Little Pete would be just killing it somewhere.
Oh, killing it. I like
But
that. All right.
I feel as though maybe it would be in prison as a boss.
Wait, working or
I
an inmate?
make the best
Pruno.
toilet wine.
You make the best Pruno.
I make the best toilet
or
wine.
that ramen thing.
What's that called? Is there a real name? Is that Pruno? Is that what
Pruno.
it's called? Oh, that's great.
But that, I mean, the
and
question.
then Big Pete is a prison guard.
Oh wow.
At the
Okay.
So
At
you're
the
saying
same facility.
so you're
At
saying
the
I'm a union. So
facility.
you're saying I'm a unionized worker, which is good. I'm in a union, strong
Yes,
union,
You're strong.
strong union.
And you're a
he's
good one.
he's a good older brother. He doesn't tase me.
Yeah.
I'll just don't worry, bro. I'll just fake tase
Yeah, they
you.
don't
I put my
separate
he just
you.
fakes.
I put my thumb. I
They
put my
don't
thumb on the
separate
button,
you.
and then
They
and then I
don't
just,
separate us.
Well, because even though you have similar last names, they know you couldn't be brothers because you have the same first name.
Yeah,
So it's this loophole.
yeah. We get away with it.
right. They just don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Officer Wrigley. Oh,
The question
number
is-
3214, a.k.a. Little Pete Wrigley.
Yeah. The question is, and I'll put this to you three.
Go ahead.
What is little Pete in jail for?
Ooh.
What was he
okay.
caught doing?
I would think he was putting bubble gum under some important desk or something. You know what I mean? He was just like, they lifted
In
it
City
up over
Hall.
the years.
In
yeah,
City Hall.
something like important, like the Declaration of Independence.
The rest of Emily's question with the what do you call it? The guts of the question.
Yes.
What do you think she wants? To
Well,
know
the
from
first
us?
question?
Yeah.
Where we would
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what we're-
we would live in.
So
what space would be.
You're in jail, and
If
I'm a
the
prison
show
guard.
the show is Oz with us.
Oh,
No, you're a guard. You're a
Makes me-
prison
You're a guard.
makes me regret auditioning for Oz.
Did you audition for Oz?
Yeah, dude, I auditioned for Mayhem. You know the guy who's Mayhem now?
Yes. Yes.
I don't
No,
think
but
he's-
I
Yes,
still.
Mayhem
I don't
in
think
the-
he's
in
called
the
Mayhem. Yeah, I don't think he's called
Nationwide,
Mayhem.
whatever the commercials
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
Ah,
Nobody expects mayhem.
And then I guess you're the security officer. That's that. That was the
Security
whole-
officer. That's a really nice way of saying pig, dude. Thank you.
Okay. Cool.
Wow.
Question 2.
And as a second reality-based part to this question, being from Portland, Oregon, and I know you guys have visited, what places do you absolutely have to make a stop at when you're in town?
Okay.
All right.
I know Mike's.
Best of luck to you all in your adventures, and have a great day.
Thanks, Emily. That was really sweet.
I feel like
Very
Emily's
nice,
got
very
it
sweet.
together. She put
Yeah.
some thought
Yeah.
into it. She
I
prepared.
mean,
Especially
that
for
is
somebody
what
who
we're
lives in
looking.
Portland.
That is,
Yeah.
whatever. That's what
a
we're
textbook-
looking for.
textbook
That's a
voicemail.
textbook voicemail.
Yeah.
That's
For
what
the
we're
li-
looking for.
For the listener, we're holding
Clear,
it up. Yeah.
concise,
And mentions Jeremy.
clarity, thoughtful, and
And talks
mentions
about-
Jeremy for a hot
And
second.
talks about coming around to the sound of Jeremy's voice after an initial gritty breaking in period.
All right. Well, so what's your when you're in Portland? What's your go-to?
I definitely don't go to Voodoo Donuts.
That's what I was gonna say.
We
I
know you
go-
don't go to Voodoo Donuts.
I go to Powell's
Has it
Books.
gotten too commercial for you?
No, they have these Captain Crunch donuts that scratch the roof of your mouth.
Oh,
I go to
Captain
Powell's
Crunch
too.
scratches the roof of your mouth. Period. So it's not like it's like
that's libelous.
don't order that that bagel. Don't order that donut bagel.
Yeah, get the grape donut. That was my favorite.
Okay.
Was it made of a grape?
I think it was just sort of. I think it was a grape yeast donut with grape, some sort of grape,
Like wine yeast.
sugary slop all over the top of it.
Okay.
You
Delish.
Sugary
You
slop.
really, yeah, you really paint a picture.
Have you ever been to Portland?
I don't know. I have never been to Portland.
I would recommend it. It's fun.
There's a Starbucks in the airport. It's great.
What does that have to? Okay,
You never see that.
I was able to get a matcha right immediately.
Nice.
favorite Portland story, and I've told it before.
Please.
The TSA at the airport made me just dump out some of my hot sauce instead of confiscating it.
Oh my gosh, that's
Aw,
right.
was it already open?
No,
It was more than 3 ounces.
it was over 3.5 ounces, and I had just gotten it from Ryan, who we had played a show with in Portland.
Aw.
He has this awesome sauce company called Sauceum,
Oh.
and yeah, I was happy.
Man,
to,
right there, the terrorists did win.
Why? Oh, because we can't take our
Oh my
awesome sauce on the
Yeah.
plane. Yeah, so that I would always go to Olympic Provisions.
What's that?
Olympic Provisions is
That's
great.
a place. When we were there, Toby Huss took us out, and
Oh.
the owner's a friend of Toby Huss. So if you see a salchichon
You still haven't told me
or a
what
salami,
it is.
it's like a
Do you even know?
it's a food. It's an emporium of food without being the food emporium. We went there for brunch, but I think but they took us in a cheese room, and I just sniffed a lot of cheese
Aw.
as it was aging. Is that a cave? Is it a cave if it's above ground?
I don't know.
I don't know if it.
I'm going through the. I'm sorry.
Checking the text.
I'm going through my text with my buddy who lives in Portland to
Okay.
remember where I went to.
Ah.
Psychic was a great place for sure. It was a good bar. And
He's
had good
cheating.
food.
He's
I'm not
cheating by checking his checking.
No,
his text.
look.
Mary's.
You can't necessarily remember. Yeah.
We went to Mary's, the
Look,
strip club.
Well,
that
it
was
turns
like
out that
6 years ago that we went there, and I have all those memories.
Homer
of those places.
Simpson
I'm trying to think
indicator.
all
otherwise.
of Danny's memories are from bars where he got so fucked up he can't remember where he was.
No, I just
Homer
can't remember
Simpson
the names.
indicator.
No, there's a place called Life of Pie that had delicious pizza too.
Oh,
Okay.
It's okay. That had nothing to do with alcohol.
So Emily,
thank
we're
you so much.
Yeah, we're in
And-
favor of a lot of places.
And I'm happy to step into any one of those marijuana dispensaries.
Yeah, there's several great ones.
So there's
Oh yeah, someone handed us something on the sidewalk, and they're like, "Here, dude, it's hash oil," and we're just like, "Ah!"
that seems like a smart thing to put in your body.
I ate.
Something that someone gave you on the street.
A stranger,
Like,
yeah,
You know what's very
unverified.
funny? What's very funny is that Toby Huss, who was already
Oh yeah, we got a
was-
lecture from
was
Toby.
extremely upset with us for taking candy from strangers.
Cookies,
essentially.
Yeah.
cookies from a fan.
strangers. But I come from the heady fish, Grateful Dead lot. Like
Here, take this.
people give you
Man, that
all
music
sorts of
sucks.
ganja goo balls. Give me. Do you want to buy some weed? Do you want other illicit drugs? Look, that guy looks very fucked up on something. I think that's what I want.
Here's a Lara bar with Here's a Lara
I'm
bar
saying,
with
it's-
medication
Nobody was
in it.
there. Nobody is there like trying to like hurt people. Now I think it's a lot different with like fentanyl and other shit that
Yeah.
people don't know what's cut with it, and people are getting sick and can die from that stuff. I don't feel like people were like going to these shows to be like, yeah, let's screw
In
people.
conclusion, Portland is a land of contrasts.
It is a land of contrasts.
Thanks, Emily.
Emily, thank you so much for sending that in.
And
We'll
forget
see
about
you in
Jeremy.
Portland
Thanks, Em.
sometime.
I don't want to ruin it, but we may be 2 for 2 here.
2 for 2.
Hey, Danny. Hey, Mike. And who can forget super producer Jeremy?
Hey,
Just wanted to call in and show you guys my appreciation. I've been Patreon since the very beginning.
wow.
Hey, he's giving us a couple
Just
bucks.
really, P&P was, like many of your fans, was a huge part of my childhood.
It's very kind.
I like to go back periodically and watch through all 3 seasons.
With a time machine, or
Wait a
including
second,
ones that
stop.
aren't on DVD.
he said all.
He said all 3 seasons. It's very difficult to watch the 3rd season of P&P.
Bro,
unless,
we salute
unless
bootleggers
you want to
everywhere.
watch unless you want to watch on a terrible screen on YouTube where it's not.
Little window burn.
Yeah, it's not it's not 4:3.
We
or
salute-
how they
we salute
pull
you getting it out
you know,
there.
Whatever. I just want to commend that person because that's
Yeah.
It's a
that
challenge.
means that it takes a lot.
Maybe he's watching his original taped VHS copies.
You could.
That's
and how
fair.
many of those do you have?
None.
What?
I had some of the actual, released.
The orange
Yes.
tapes, we called them.
Yeah, but that's because we work for Nickelodeon. We could get those for free all the time.
I guess.
You went up. You
I
went
flossed
up to
my
the
teeth
office. You pulled off. You got T-shirts.
I think I probably
Hats.
bought. I don't know. I loved Pete and Pete. I was so my mind was blown.
Nice.
And then I showed up on your show and screwed it all up. And worked 1 season with you, and you're like, "Fuck this,
I'm out."
No, I was in, all in.
Well, I'm
almost
sorry.
all the way up to my elbow.
And then, you know that Tool song "Stinkfist" was you wrote that?
yeah,
Yeah, about me.
Hit play,
it's
mister.
based on a true story.
Here's a question: if you were able to give yourself a role in Pete and Pete, what would that role be?
Oh,
That's a good one.
This is a tough one.
This is why he's the producer.
I feel like maybe, and I'm not remembering all the episodes, but I'm feeling like maybe Big Pete was off on something. Parents had to go out of town, and I was there to babysit little Pete.
Nice.
Oh, that would be great.
That'd
like
be
a
dope.
Adventures in
you
Babysitting
would have
type
been a
scenario.
sick babysitter.
Awesome.
I would have really hated you in the beginning and tried to mess with you, and then
But by
we
the
became
end,
best
you're
friends.
both eating
that's
broccoli.
what I see. That's what I think.
Oh my god,
That's really smart.
Smell a reboot.
Is
yeah.
that the reboot movie?
that is the first. That's the first.
Meanwhile,
5
you're
minutes.
like a million years old now, and I don't know why you need a babysitter.
He's in
Well,
prison. He
because
doesn't need a
because
babysitter.
I have one of those ankle bracelets on.
Yeah, right?
I'm not allowed
I didn't know
to
you
go
played.
out.
I didn't know you played soccer.
The ones that aren't on DVD, but we won't go through how I got those.
Oh, see, so
Oh.
he
So thank you guys for the podcast. It's always fun to listen to, and
We didn't get a
Good
name.
work.
I know.
We didn't get a name. We want to say thank you to you.
if you're listening because you listen all the time,
Yeah, leave
you
us a
clearly
note.
heard that was your voice, so
Yeah.
we thank you.
thanks a
Hold
lot.
back and just say your name.
That's it, and then hang on up.
I mean, we could call him real quick and just ask for his name.
Ooh.
That's setting a precedent that I'm not sure I want to open.
No.
All right, here comes a long one.
Oh, wow.
I guess, do we have enough time for this?
Let's skim. Let's skim.
Is this okay, Jeremy? Did you preface any of these? This is the.
No, I mean,
I go from, hey, he's doing a great job producing to, I'm
Listen.
looking at this the same as you.
I can't You want to go
can't-
through the 10-minute one, or we'll go through
can't
the 10-minute one? I was
choose
going to skip it.
them.
Let's do it.
No,
And you
it's
started
10
talking about
minutes.
it.
10 minutes.
All right, this is going to be the last one then, if we could do this one, because it's a big one.
Lori
There's
Beth,
Jason
get ready for
Schwartzman
a
talking.
humdinger.
Okay. Okay, let's see what happens here. Shtick.
Hey guys, this
No
is
stick.
Ryan,
Hi, Ryan.
Humboldt County.
Identify
I called
himself.
you,
Humble.
Oh,
Wait,
it's Ryan from Humboldt.
I think back around Christmas.
You remember this
You
one.
got me on a $20 the Patreon
Yes.
We
You're a
got you.
patron.
a month, bastards. Anyway,
You monsters.
I wanted to say, because last time I called, Mike, you mentioned I didn't have a question for you. And I kind of took that offensively.
Ooh.
No, not really. But
Of course he did.
Not at all, Ryan.
But
I
wanted
would've.
to know specifically for you, Mike, because I know you're more of a hip hop
Why you
head
didn't
than
like that I didn't have a
maybe
question.
little P Danny. Just kidding. But no. Track 5, side B of Jay Dilla's Jay Stay Paid. I don't know if you've heard that track.
That track.
Dilla Bot versus the Hybrid.
Okay.
But I would suggest checking that out, you guys.
That also wasn't a
I mean,
question.
first of all, Dilla is a pretty amazing producer,
Yeah, that's
but
2 for
there's a
3
good
example.
reference in there, so I suggest checking that out.
Thank you, Ryan. I will.
If you haven't heard it.
Jeremy, can you take a
So that was my question.
screenshot of
I
that?
Well,
guess.
again,
Is
that
that if?
still wasn't a question, but it's okay.
Let me see. I wanted to say
He's checking his
I'm watching
notes.
Slackers right now.
Oh, he's really in Michael C. mode.
Crazy. I don't know why Jason Schwartzman had 6 toes. I thought that was kind of strange.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that cool?
Dang, I
I think we made it from
wanted
Putty.
to say as well, they should combine heavyweights and dodgeball, right? Make it heavy balls. This is my
Stop it.
Yeah.
$1 million idea.
That is
Stop
$1 billion
it.
idea.
Stop
Million,
it.
not-
Stop it.
Heavy balls.
Heavy balls.
Stop it.
What
What's
are
wrong
you
with
saying?
that?
Stop. What are you saying? Stop it for?
Heavy balls?
Ryan, keep on going, Ryan.
I like that Ryan has definitely like cards on the wall with his pitches.
he's
he's
in a
like,
writer's
"Alright,
room.
so,
Okay.
let's move Heavy Balls to next week because
Next
we've
week,
really got that album we need to listen to.
next week
today.
is Emma Stone and Vampire Weekend, so
Yes.
heavy balls will drop at the same time.
All right, here it comes. Here's the last minute.
The denouement.
Kind of have like some kind of crazy reunion, something like that. But anyhow, I don't know. I got the feels, got the vibes. And
Feels?
I'm just
Check.
You got
dropping
vibes?
it
Check.
down
You have the
Like
highest
I'm-
Patreon tier, dude.
like I'm here in town. So yeah, anyhow,
all right.
you guys come to the West Coast. I think Oregon.
Sounds like a West
I think
Coast.
You guys would
Oregon?
dig Astoria. There's some good brews up there.
Astoria.
Love Astoria.
Pause
So
it for a
please-
second. Astoria is a town in Portland that's got a lot of like crazy shit going on. There's a underground like community, and they're like underground like tunnels and
moles?
stuff.
Like chuds?
Like they got Shanghai, like
What?
because it was on the water. It was right on. What's that? The Columbia River. That's the. I
Yes.
think yeah.
the Platte.
So the way that the city is
the
situated is that
Willamette.
there's like an entire like underground like city with connecting like streets and all these things, and it was because people were getting shanghaied back in the day.
Uh-oh.
So there's a lot of crazy things going on in
Wow.
Astoria.
Somehow
We should
I feel
go
like
there and not go.
Shanghai isn't PC anymore.
Can you think of a
probably-
can you
know
think of
what,
a
LB,
better
you're
term?
probably right.
I mean,
So
I don't object to it.
But can you come up with a better
what
term?
What is a term for being kidnapped and forced into
But it's
labor on a boat?
But it's
specifically.
But it's very specific. When you get shanghaied, it's because you are drunk and then taken advantage of.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to answer because everything I was going to answer is 7,000 times worse than whatever Shanghai was. I'll share some of my thoughts after we're off the air.
I was going to say maybe you can.
Can you just give us one that's
probably
just
not.
periwinkle blue, not full blue, just periwinkle blue.
No. It's right
It's all
off
or
the top of
nothing.
my-
This is all
I-
or nothing. So
For the listener, I can't wait to get off the air to hear
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Ryan will be able to hear what Lori Beth's answers are and nobody else.
Yes.
Unless you come and see us at patreon.com/Danny and Mike with the
Here's what I'll say to that guy. I have a question for you. Hello.
Ryan,
So
Ryan,
I just wanted
she's
to
got
say
you down,
hello. I just wanted to let you know that this is a question for both of you. Hi.
Yeah.
We
Come to the
are.
West Coast.
We're looking forward to coming up to Humboldt County, bro. We are.
Yeah, yeah, we're due for a West Coast. I mean, live show with Lori Beth is a no-brainer.
Oh, fun.
That'd be a lot
yeah.
of fun.
Anyhow, Jeremy, thank you as well. And yeah,
Yeah.
keep it coming.
Keep on keeping
you
on.
know? I dig that 420 episode. That shit was hilarious.
Thanks, Ryan.
You know what I
I
want
didn't
from
know
this
you
guy?
were so proficient,
Besides a
Mr.
urine test.
Morona, on the
I want this guy to have not hung up his phone properly.
Oh, and then hear-
just hear
and then
the
hear his
next
life.
7 minutes of whatever he's doing.
Oh, I think we'd know some sound effects we might hear.
But then it's yes, we're ready for you in surgery. And he's like, hold on.
Hold on, I gotta leave this message for
You just hear that his
my guys.
life is nothing like we thought.
Ryan. Keep it cool, man.
expertise,
Yo, he's saying your
the
proficiency and expertise
holiday partaking.
of the holiday
But,
partaking. That means that
anyhow,
you know how to
and
make
yeah,
a good
Shogun,
bomb.
you're a Shogun, mister. So
Oh, thank you.
don't.
Thank you for getting my Shogun line from
That's when it
Slackers.
cut off.
Oh, that's it.
Legitimately.
Oh, wow. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, Ryan, we do hope you're okay. If there's any listeners in Humboldt County already,
Please go check on
on the
Ryan.
Yeah, do
ground.
a safety check, please.
Yeah, let's
Safety
just
check on
in.
Ryan, please.
Let's check in on Ryan. We are so happy that you keep listening, and we love to generate content for you both in the free space and in the paid space.
Right, and Ryan, as a Patreon member, you can see this video. So
Please,
That's correct.
please feel free.
I'm glad
What?
everybody. What?
I had no
Oopsies.
idea.
I forget that blue thing over there means that the microphone's on.
It's in 5, 4, 3.
For the audio listener, you would not get that. That was Michael's countdown. For the Patreon subscriber, you're going to see exactly what he was doing.
And it was magical.
The Adventures of Danny and Mike is produced by Jeremy Balin.
That's later. Check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/Danny and Mike with the spelled out. We have a voicemail we just heard from 347-470-8150.
Please call us.
check us out
and
on the-
leave us questions.
If you have
questions.
if you have messages for Lori Beth, we will pass them
Yes.
along.
Yes,
If you have messages for any past guests, we'll
And-
probably pass them
And
along.
honestly, you have an
But mostly
iPhone.
Lori Beth.
You could voicemail it and send it to us, and we'll play
Anytime.
that. Yeah, absolutely.
because you can't find her on social media, okay? She's just
Elusive.
not exist.
I'm
She's-
so bad
She's
at
don't
it.
elusive. It's
exist.
okay. She's elusive. It's a
I need a
quality.
millennial. If there's a millennial out there
I think
need
there
a
is
millennial.
one.
who's not fucking weirdo psycho who would like to help me with my social media,
Millennials are killing
call
This
the
is the
hotline.
moment.
Yeah.
This is the moment
Call
right
the
now.
hotline,
347-470-8150.
Because
Let us know.
I have a lot of tweetable ideas. I think
She's got to
I
get
just
them out
don't
on.
think to do it.
She's got to get them out there on digital paper.
Wow.
I guess I don't have
we
that
can-
big
I think
hole in my heart that
Can only be
social
filled by
media is
you.
supposed to fill.
Check us out on the Last Podcast Network at thelastpodcastnetwork.com.
Slash.
Nope,
No,
no
no
slashes.
slash.
Well, shows. There you
I'm
go.
saying there's a lot of murders.
You can find this gentleman here at D Tamborelli on the Twitter, at Danny Tamborelli on the Instas. Michael C is
Just to
at
make it
Michael C
difficult.
Morona on the Twitter. I am at Remy Balin on most things, at Jeremy Balin on the Twitter. I mean the Instagram.
This has been a really cool guest. Lori Beth here for
Give a shout for Lori Beth Denberg
on the mini.
I had so much fun with you guys.
Leave your voicemails.
Thank you for making this happen. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
We'll see you next time.
Bye. And thanks for calling in, everybody. The Adventures of Danny and Mike stars Danny Tamborelli and Michael C. Morona. The show is produced by me, Jeremy Balin. This podcast is part of the Last Podcast Network, which can be found at lastpodcastnetwork.com. Make sure to check that out for a ton of great shows. For more information on the guys, visit our website at dannyandmike.com. Also look us up on Twitter at Danny and Mike with the N spelled out, and on Facebook at facebook.com/The Adventures of Danny and Mike. Thanks for listening.
This show is made possible by listeners like you. Thanks to our ad sponsors, you can support our shows by supporting them. For more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lastpodcastnetwork.com.